Republicans do not have the votes in the Senate to invoke cloture on the House CR.
That's the message from Senate Democrats regarding the Republican bill to avoid a government shutdown. The money runs out in about 40 hours or so. Both parties are pushing for their bills, as you can imagine. Our Joe St. George joins us now live from Washington. Joe, good morning to you. Yesterday, we saw some twists in this story. So what are the odds now of a shutdown? And then what's the path forward really from here?
Well, a lot has changed in the last 24 hours since we last talked, Aaron. Democrats are dug in on their position right now, and that is to vote against this resolution, a CR as Washington likes to call it, to avert a government shutdown. This is the resolution that passed the House earlier in the week. It's the resolution that Senate Republicans want passed. It's what President Trump wants passed. Here's the problem for Republicans in the Senate is they need a handful of Senate Democrats to go along with them to advance this measure. They need, by our count here at the Scripps News Group, 8 Senate Democrats in total. They probably have one already. This is where we're at right now. And we should be clear. Senator Tim Kaine, Senator Warner of Virginia, they've been some of the biggest vocal critics against this legislation on Capitol Hill thus far. So where do we go from here? Why are Democrats thinking this way? Well, they're hearing from their base from a political standpoint. There's pressure on them to stand up to the Trump administration. Democrats don't have a whole lot of power in Washington these days, but during these shutdown battles, it's a way the minority party can exercise a little bit of power. Democrats want some protections for things like Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency going forward. As you noted, Aaron, we still have over 40 hours here. That's plenty of time in Washington to get a deal done. There's going to be a lot of twists and turns. One Democratic senator who's expected to vote to keep the government open is Senator John Fetterman of Pennsylvania. Listen to what he had to say about where we are.
If we have to bring this out to 11:59 on Friday night, then that would be really Remember what you are voting for. You are voting to shut the government down, and that will absolutely punish millions of Americans.
If there is a shutdown come Friday night, early Saturday, as we've learned in previous shutdowns, weekend shutdowns, minimal impact, right? Government agencies already closed for the most part. Federal workers are already off. But Monday morning is when you would really start to see the impacts. And there's one other political nuance to this story that hasn't existed in previous ones. And that's some Democrats have said out loud that they fear that President Trump may actually like the government shutdown if it in fact gets shut down. It may give him more power to decide what agencies can operate going forward. Even more power, legal experts say, to possibly terminate some employees. So that's weighing on the minds of Democrats as well as the clock continues to tick down. Aaron, we're going to be talking about this 24 hours from now. I have a good feeling.
Yeah, I have a feeling too. Joe St. George live in Washington with our political insight. I appreciate your time.